Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to look at the 2003 Lincoln Penny, the United States 1-cent coin. And when we look at these, first off, look at that on there. So that right there, sometimes what we do is if we get a chance to, we will buy damaged uncirculated mint sets. And this is one of them. It must have got some water damage in the set. Now, how it got it in here, I don't know. Maybe it was heat damage. But anyways, we're able to get an uncirculated mint set really cheaply, and this unfortunately comes with it sometimes. This is a Denver Mint 2003 Lincoln Penny. And at the Denver Mint in 2003, they made about 3.5 billion of them. They made a lot. This one over here is a Philadelphia Mint 2003. And you can tell that because there's no mint mark at all. The 2003s don't have a mint mark. There looks like a little die crack there too, doesn't it? Can you see that right there? Yeah, so that's kind of cool. We'll save this one out because sometimes we don't see these until we start talking about them. But there's a little bit of a die crack there, and so we'll save this one out because it's kind of a cool one. In 2003, Philadelphia made 3.3 billion of them. And then finally, 2003, San Francisco Mint coin. And if you look at if we can get just the focus back on itself, there we go. If we can get it focused back, we see that it's just a spectacular coin. It says, "In God We Trust" over Lincoln's head. Liberty behind him. He has this nice bow tie on. When these are in good condition and you can see all the hair, the beard, the ears, and just down the front of the shirt. These are just really well-defined coins. One of the things you can see if you look at these is there's a little indentation in the shoulder here. And on a lot of coins, you don't see that because it just gets worn out. There's a little indentation where it goes in a little bit. And then, of course, down here at the very bottom, we have the V, the D, and the B for Victor David Brenner, the original engraver of these coins in 1909. This is a smooth edge coin and just a beautiful coin. Then we get to the back and we see that it says United States of America, Pluribus Unum. This is a Lincoln Memorial, and just all the definition here, how it pops off. There's a Lincoln way down in the center. Way over to the side, FG for Frank Gasparo. There's a Lincoln in the center. And then down at the bottom it says 1 cent. This coin looks good and it is relatively valuable. It's worth about $2 for the San Francisco Mint coin because that's a proof coin. It only comes in a proof set. 2003, they made a number of proof sets. They made the 10-piece regular set. They made 2.175 million. They made a 5-quarter set, so that, of course, won't be here. And then they made the silver mint set, which they made 1.1 million. But remember, in a silver mint set, they still have all the other coins, even the ones that aren't silver. So there are pennies in that. What's weird about 2003 is they just made a ton of coins, and they've done that for a number of years. In 2003, they made a half, and they made a Denver half. This is the D. They made a Philadelphia half with no mint mark. And then they made a San Francisco Mint half. And in addition, they made a silver proof set half. So you just would tip it up and you'd see that it was silver. So they made 4 different kinds of the half. They made the Sacagawea dollar. Now, Sacagawea, not a clad coin, so it doesn't come out in silver. They just use a regular magnesium. They didn't, of course, make it in a silver version. In 2003, they made the nickel, not a silver version. And then in 2003, they made the dime and a silver version. So you have a silver dime, a silver half, and then you're going, well, where's the quarters? Well, remember in 2003, we still had the state quarter series. So for the state quarter series, they had Illinois, Arkansas, 2003, Missouri, and you can see the 2003 down here, Maine, my favorite, 2003, and Alabama, one of my favorites just because it has the braille on it. So they made 5 quarters. So we'll turn this quarter over. And so they made 5 quarters in 5 different silver mint state quarters. So if we start counting up all the different coins that they made in 2003, we're getting into the 30s. If we count the silver, we count the S's, we count all the different pennies. They made about 30-something coins in 2003. Getting back to these ones, are any of these valuable besides the S coin? Well, you have to get into really, really good shape with these pennies before they're going to have any value. MS65 on something like this is going to be worth maybe a few dollars. You really have to get way up high, and then you have to get, as I said, you have to get the red ones. Notice this has a little bit of film on it. We don't clean them, but without the film, this coin looks like it would be in pretty tremendous shape. All right, well, that's all we have for the 2003 Lincoln Penny. We'd love to have you subscribe to DC Coin World International Coin Channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.